Hi guys, and welcome to this new lecture. In this lecture we are going to go professional. Actually, within After Effects what you are going to learn is like just beginners or intermediate skills. It is not so hard to create this, but the applications are really professional. Any professional video editor will want this work from you, and of course you can use it on top of all your videos. We are going to create video mats. That's what I call them. Video mats is when we create a composition and we will use masks to create certain areas that are transparent and animated. We take this composition and make it a video, and then we use this video on top of all other videos to create a mat, if it is within After Effects or in any non-linear video editing program. Non-linear means that we can have layers on top of each other and they affect each other when they are on top. Non-linear meaning they are next to each other and really layers don't interact at all. Let's create a new composition and we call it video mats. Okay, now the size here will play a big role. You are going to mat videos that the size can vary from a tiny resolution of 480 to 4K. So it will be very good to create the highest resolution possible in After Effects. If you are using CC 2017, go for UHD 4K, and then you are sure that your mats will cover any video. And then we will make it 5 seconds. Of course, you can make it longer or shorter depending on your needs. But actually, it is not very important. As long as your animation is within the 5 seconds, then the video editor can, stretch your video or make it shorter or cut it in pieces, do whatever he wants with the mats. I will click OK here. You see that I already toggled the transparency on because I want to see what's transparent and what's not. I will come now and create a solid layer to start creating the masks. Take a solid layer and give it a different color. Let's say a color a bit dark for now to see exactly what's happening with us. Later on you will have to change this color. I will click and create the first mask. I will move it to the outside a bit. It seems not outside. Okay, in the middle, something like this. Fine, you can always change this. Then duplicate that mask by pressing Ctrl D. Then selecting the second mask and moving it. Let's give it some space in between. I will do the same, another Ctrl D and move this one over here. Another Ctrl D and also move it over here. Okay, I'm trying to have the same spacing in between masks. Another Ctrl D and I will move it here. Oops, it's too big, no problem. Okay, so I will select all the masks and double click on the mask, on the border of the mask. You notice now they became one entity that I can free transform. For example, let's bring them here and make them a bit bigger maybe, and position them anywhere we want. That will be no problem for later on. Cool. Unfortunately, I cannot use align or anything. Press enter to confirm. Now I want to animate the masks, but there is a big problem. Look at your masks exactly. Your masks are transparent from the outside and non-transparent from the inside. So actually they're not acting as mats. They are acting as cover up. I need to change that. I'll take the first mask and make it inverted. It inverted everything else. Now the first mask has a transparent background, meaning I can see through when I put it on top of the other video. The second mask here I cannot invert because it will invert also the first mask. I will go and use subtract, and here I am using subtract for all of them. Notice the result now. The result is we have exactly created a mat that can work anywhere. You have transparency inside the masks and non-transparency outside the mask, and this is exactly what we want to use. Now we need to animate this. Of course, you can use it as it is, but it's not very interesting. I will click on the layer, press M, click on the first layer, press Ctrl A, select all the mask path, and go to 1 second, keyframe all the mask path. Come back to the beginning. Now, one by one, I'm gonna animate them. I'll take the first mask path, click on the border and take it up, for example. Take the second mask, click on the border, for example, the bottom one, and take it down. Okay, the third mask now, and click and take it up. Okay, that's cool. Fourth mask, same, take it down, be patient with me. And the last mask also, we click and take it up. So actually we have a very simple animation here. If you run it, press spacebar, cool. And you notice the transparency, I can see them. What I'm looking at is the transparency, and that is very important. Now, let's open here, select all our keyframes, give them easy ease, come to the graph and do something nice here. Let's stop the animation. select all of them, and let's move them to 2 seconds. Press shift to stay on the line. Click on the handle and move it to this side. I like this kind of animations. Cool, now it will do well, I think. Yeah, fine, let's run it. Here you are, they come very nicely. Cool, so we have created now video mats. It's actually a pre-comp that has a background and has transparency. How do we use this? Let's go to our ad clip and create a new comp here. Fine, this is our ad clip. There is the movie inside. I will take our video mats. This is now a composition. I will drop it on top. Now notice what's happening. It will cover everything. Yes, that's true, but there is transparency, and this is what we are going to see now. Let me play it. I press preview and notice what's happening. The transparency is working very fine. But of course, our layer is very big. Let's right click on it and say transform and fit to comp. And now you have something very different and it's very beautiful. Cool. Now, usually we are not going to use this gray background like this. It is not really nice unless you have a specific request or you start adding effects on the solid layer like ramp up or gradients or stories like this, or give it a texture if you'd like. But usually a single color like this will not work. People don't like it. So I will double click again on the video mats. It's over here. I will come to the solid layer, go to layer, solid setting, and make it black. This is of course for the course. And here you are now. You have a pretty professional mask that you can use on top of any video, and this is very powerful. In the next lecture, what you are going to do is render this video mat, make it a video, a .mov, in fact, a QuickTime video, and use it and see exactly how it will affect the layers under it. I'll see you in the next lecture.